Palm Sunday, thinking about Jesus entering Jerusalem. He knew what was coming, didn't he? How did he remain at peace? How did he remain courageous? How did he make it through? How did he have serenity? And I think about our times now, no matter what we're facing, the coronavirus or whatever it may be in our lives, how do we have serenity in it and through it and peace? So we'll do what we need to do. Jesus did what he needed to do. He had courage. We'll do what we need to do, change what we can, and have courage. But I'm thinking about the spiritual concept of acceptance and accepting what is. I find in my life, I often do not do that, and it adds to my suffering. I try to change it. I try to control it. I don't like it the way it is. And even in my mind, my pondering on it, I can't accept it. And that increases my suffering and makes me even more miserable and maybe unpleasant to be around. And when I think about Jesus changing what he could, having courage, but also this concept of acceptance as he rides into Jerusalem, knowing what's coming that week. So, prayer popped into my head. The first part of it you all know. The second part of it, the full prayer, is even more powerful and profound. And it doesn't say this in Scripture, of course. And this serenity prayer came much later. But I wonder if it encapsulates some of the thoughts that even Jesus had as he went through that experience. So here it is. I offer it to you, the richness, the depth of it, the full prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, the wisdom to know the difference, living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, accepting hardship as a pathway to peace, taking as Jesus did this world as it is, not as I would have it, trusting that you will make all things right if I surrender to your will so that I may be reasonably happy in this life and supremely happy with you in the next. How do we have serenity? Accept. Have courage, change what we can. Wisdom to know the difference. Trust. And didn't Jesus have that in his mind, heart, and soul as he went through that week? Trusting that you will make all things right if I surrender to your will. And you will make all things right. And that happiness and that peace will come in this life, in the next, as we practice acceptance, courage, and wisdom, and trusting again and again and again and again. So the Serenity Prayer from Reinhold Niebuhr, what a beautiful gift during this time, even thinking on Jesus' life and for whatever we may be facing this day. So there it is. Serenity Now. Serenity Now. Serenity Now. Maybe I'll put a Seinfeld clip up, one of my favorites, that episode of Serenity Now, and practicing that. So take what's helpful, leave the rest, and until next time, may you live all the days of your life.